This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh, and I'm only going to say this once. I was hounded to death over the court case to where I got no peace. And now trolls are hounding me to death. They are hounding Kathy to death. They are calling up and harassing Kathy. I will not tolerate it. And now they're attacking me because of my dead mother, which is disgusting. And like the information of my mother, they know nothing. I know the entire history of my mother, her family. She used to sit and talk to me orally about the entire history of everybody in the family. She even recorded that on tapes, which I have and will be sent back one day to Pittsburgh to the person in the family wants to keep all the family records. I have photos of my family. I won't show it to you to protect my family. This is one photo. In this frame is another photo. So, and my mother, when I said she was in Dachau, she was in Dachau, but she wasn't put in Dachau for being a Jew, and it's none of your damn business. And for your information, Tilsit, Ostprussia was part of Germany. It was taken over by the Soviet Union, and my mother walked hundreds of kilometers from Tilsit to Berlin to get away from the Russians. And her first husband was in the Wehrmacht and disappeared in Poland because I asked one of my relatives about it. And I have documentation from the German government. My mother got reparations money for being in the concentration camp. So knock it off. And she was not a Catholic. At the end of the war, displaced persons were treated like 4th and 5th and 6th class citizens. They were treated like dirt in Germany and elsewhere. And you didn't tell people you had been a Jew. And members of my family were Roman Catholics, Lutherans, Episcopalians, Methodists. But no one in Germany dared say you were Jewish because you were exterminated like a cockroach. And the next thing is, I've known Kathy for 45 years. She's one of the most honest people I've ever known. I've left my house and earlier apartments with money on the table, hundreds of dollars, even in one case, thousands of dollars. My wallet there to go to the store or go out or go down to the car or whatever. Money's still there when I got back. She would never steal. And she never stole paychecks from her late husband. The difference was she had to go track him down at a bar he went to before he drank the whole paycheck and she couldn't pay the rent. And when he left her destitute, she had to live on food stamps and was starving. And as for the house that she inherited because she was the widow, and she is the widow, it's not the house you all are focusing on. That's not that house. And she's not going to evict anybody unless somebody is squatting in the house that she rightfully owns, because under California law, the widow gets 100% of the community property and 75% of the separate property, and you cannot simply write that off with a trust, as I'm being told. You cannot abrogate the rights of a widow, and the courts would take very dim view of stealing out a property from a widow after they are left with no money because she didn't know he was dead. And the mother would have just tried to do everything she could to ensure that Kathy didn't get that house. Mother's dead too. That's all I'm going to say. Don't bring up the house again. Don't write me emails. Don't come into chat and bring up the house. Don't harass Kathy. Don't harass me. I'm not going to put up with it. Anybody does that in chat or an email will be blocked. And there will be no further discussion of it. And after today, I've gone to county agencies. I know where the house is. All we need is a formal document. We start the ball rolling. And get Kathy what is her due. And it's about time something good happens to my beloved Kathy. So get off our backs. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Bye-bye for now.